Good morning. I'm not sure I have a great connection today. I'm in a hotel in Boston, my first time to Boston, um, but I'm going to try and do this even without a good connection, so we'll see. First, I want to start with a few thank yous this morning. Debbie Peterson. This morning I put on socks, and socks might seem like no big deal to some people, but I love socks. My feet are always cold, even when it's 80 degrees, socks. And I have this thing about my kids that one thing I'll always pay for, no matter how old they are, is something to comfort their feet, whether it's socks or shoes. And I'll always make sure they have food. And and I just want to say that this morning when I put on my socks that Debbie Peterson sent me, which I know I could order socks, and I'm so grateful for donations. I can't think. It's really hard to like, what address do I go to? Where do I live? What am I doing? Those socks just felt like a tremendous gift. So I just want to say thank you again to Debbie Peterson, because I turned up the heat in my hotel room to 75 and I have socks on because I'm shaking a lot this morning and I'm cold, but I'm also just anxious this morning. Um, Gail. Gail came and saw me speak yesterday and took a couple pictures and brought me a care package. But more than anything, she came and gave me a hug. Ah, and just hugs are the best, like just seeing people you love. And I've never gotten to meet Gail in person before. And just, she's a writing friend, she's a speaking friend. To get a hug was amazing. And the care package was an added gift. And then my friend Bobby Carlson also came and saw me from Innovation Women. In between, I spoke for an hour in the morning yesterday and 2 hours from 3 to 5 in the evening. And at 8:30 last night, I made it back to my hotel room. And I was tired from the tip of my hair to the bottom of my toenails and didn't even have the energy to send my husband a text goodnight because I was so tired. But I'm also so grateful to Charlie and Stephanie who hired me, who brought me in, who let me be reminded the value of my work and how everything I've gone through up to this point, including Hurricane Ian, it feels like I'm back in the storm, right? Like the lightning's going. Is a gift that I will use as strength at some point. And thank you for believing in me and knowing that I'm strong and resilient. I want you to know that I do not feel strong right now. I feel exhausted. I feel fatigued. I feel anxious. And I had a dream last night that I was traveling around the world, which I kind of am this week, at least around the Boston and Minnesota and Chicago. And I was picking up pieces of my home and trying to put them back together in a puzzle. And I was like missing everything. And I was trying to grab pieces of my home to put it back together and to make a home again. And as of this morning, which every day is a different day, but as of this morning, Greg and I have decided to at least try to find a place to stay in Florida, in the Fort Myers, Naples area, to start looking. And two pieces of wisdom from friends this week. One said, I always love saying I'm blessed to be a blessing. And I believe that with all my being. I am blessed to be a blessing. But somebody said to me this week, Pastor James said, don't block other people's blessings by saying no, let people bless you. And then somebody else said to me, Annie, people have homes in Florida that they never use, that were not damaged, and they have a safe place. And somebody's going to come forward and be able to give you that place that you can rent. And so we are looking to rent a place in the area of Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Bonita, Naples, all of those areas that are within a distance of Fort Myers Beach. I have a number of speaking engagements in November and December in Florida, and I have already booked a number of flights out. And not that I can't change those things or fly in or adjust, but at this point, it feels a little more stable for us to be able to rent a place for November and December in Florida. So if you know someone, please feel free to reach out to me or Greg and share. I will be flying out this afternoon out of Boston to Minneapolis for one night and then to Chicago, but I'll be back in Florida in the evening of Friday, back in Naples. So we are trying to move forward to look for a home. And I just feel like having a place that feels like home, paying rent there, but knowing that it's our place for a couple months and that we can pay someone to let us stay in a home that they don't need. The hard part about us, again, is we need at least 2 bedrooms. We need good Wi-Fi because we both work from home. We have 2 Shih Tzus that are non-shedding dogs but I'm allergic to dogs, so it's complicated. Like I have to be dog friendly for 2 dogs. They are both, they're 13 and 15 pounds. So they're small dogs and they don't shed, but it needs to be pet friendly, but not have pet smells in it because I'm so allergic to pets, which I know makes it more complicated, and apologize for that. We are starting the process of trying to be intentional to try and find a rental by Monday, a rental car by Monday, and then to start looking at buying a car, uh, most likely now here in Florida. So again, we're looking for like a mid-size SUV, bright in color, ideally. If anybody has a resource and can help with that, and I do have one person I'm reaching out to today. And then next, I want to bless you. So Greg and I did buy tickets to the Vikings Miami game a while ago. We were looking forward to that. And that's just not going to work out this Sunday. So if there is somebody that wants 2 tickets to the Vikings Miami game this Sunday in Miami, I have those. So reach out and I'll make sure to forward those tickets to someone else because we cannot use them. I am really excited. Tomorrow I get to go to my first Vistage meeting in Minnesota. And I was really trying hard yesterday between my speaking engagements to keep growing my Vistage, but I can't this week. I don't have the capacity. The Wi-Fi there wasn't even allowing me to get in. And I think that was like a gift because I'm tired. And as much as you see me strong and keep going, no, the fatigue is real. The devastation to Florida is real. A good news update today is that and I did post this on Facebook, but our association has hired a company to help assess first the engineering to make sure that our building is stable, then second, establishing mold and mildew. And though I live in a building that's 16 stories high, there was water all the way up to the 16th floor. Not every unit, but most units. There was metal pulled away, glass blown out, screens blown out. And I encourage you, if you do live there, don't go. Please don't go. Please stay home and be safe. It's not safe. Let the other trucks get through that can do the work. Some people said 30 days, some said 60. Again, I would say I thank the chamber for canceling every event the rest of the year because it's devastated. If we're lucky, we'll get back in January, maybe later. Greg is still hoping to go there Saturday and get a few more things out. But it's complicated and nothing simple. And I'm going to get pants this week. I get pants tonight. Actually, I have a pair of leggings and jeans in Minnesota. So when I fly in to see my daughter, I will have some pants, which I'm really excited about because I forgot that it's cold out. Yeah, I'm going to grow my Vistage, and I'm going to launch in Minnesota for small business owners in January, but maybe not today. Maybe not this week. Anyway, I'm grateful. I am strong, but I'm tired. I so appreciate continued prayers and encouragement and love. They are carrying me beyond what you know. Because as strong as I think I am, I know God's stronger. And I also know I will get through this, but not having a home again is really, really hard. And I'm so grateful again to Elizabeth and Stephen. I'm not complaining. I want a place that feels like our home again. And I know you all have thoughts and ideas, and I appreciate those. And I can receive some and some I can't. I'm just too overwhelmed in my mind right now. But I'm excited for Vistage in Minnesota tomorrow, and I'm excited to speak in Chicago Thursday. And then to get back to Florida for a week and be with Greg and continue to make phone calls to insurance and assessments, and many things go on. But we're so grateful that our association has hired an organization to help them navigate through the devastation of all the loss of so many cars and boats and destruction to our home. And again, I think that our building was probably one of, if not the safest building on Fort Myers Beach, which is Estero Island. It's an island connected by 2 bridges, for those of you that don't know that, and one bridge is compromised, so there's only one bridge access. And we'll wait till at least this weekend. I don't really want to go back, honestly, at all for a little while. It's pretty traumatic and devastating and scary. It's like driving into a war zone, but Greg feels like he wants to go back. And I know we do need some things, so we'll see if we can do that. Anyway, I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Thank you for letting me check in. Thank you for holding me in all that my emotion is. I'm so grateful for Charlie yesterday and her organization that hired me and brought me in, and it was just amazing, but I'm exhausted. So thank you. God bless you. Please keep me and my family and everyone in Southwest Florida that has been affected and devastated and lost family and homes and businesses in this horrible destruction. God bless you.